Hi everyone, Arlene here. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner and Arlene's Travels. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is to tell you all about my cruising must-haves. Now, let me just say, before we get started, that these are my must-haves. I don't expect everyone to want to have these must-haves. I am admittedly not a minimalist, and there are things that I like to take with me to make my cruise happier for me. So let's get started. I'm gonna jump right into this because I don't want this to be a hugely long video. Let me tell you a little bit about me. My husband and I have been cruising for over a decade. His name is Chris, and exclusively with Princess. And we've stuck with Princess because we started out cruising in Alaska. That's where we're gonna be cruising this time too, there in a California coastal. And we just have not wanted to stray away from them. Other than there's been an itinerary now and again that we might like to explore, and we very well might do that. Plus, we've been rising up through the Captain Circle loyalty level, so we're kind of sticking with them until we reach the top of the loyalty level, and then maybe we'll try another cruise line. But on Princess ships, I wanted to touch on the outlets in your stateroom, you guys. There aren't, at least on Princess ships, and I'm betting on other ships too, there aren't a lot of outlets. So we always take an extension cord for one thing. But then we always take something that will charge our USBs, you know, our phones and other USB things that you need to have a place to plug in. But this is not a surge protector. Princess, at the very least, and probably other cruise lines too, do not allow surge protectors on board their ships. It's a safety violation. And if you try to go on with a surge protector, it very well might get taken from you. So, I am one of the administrators in many, actually, Facebook cruising groups. And this is the one we recommend for cruisers. I will give you a link in the description for this. This is very nice, and you can see it has a cord with a plug. I also have another one here. This is from Outlets to Go. This is also not a surge protector, but on Princess ships in our last stateroom, I could plug this in. It wouldn't seed all the way. It wouldn't plug all the way in because there was a mirror above it, and the way I had to plug this in, the mirror bumped out and was in the way. So I did not take, actually I used this behind a TV, I believe. We had a TV that we had a plug behind. But normally there's just one set of plugs at the desk area. In a mini suite or maybe a balcony that still have the TVs that sit on the shelves, you will still have, you may have a couple of outlets back there, one you can utilize. But like on the Royal and on the Regal, on that class of ship, there's one plug at the desk, and that's it, you guys. So if you have CPAPs or any other things, you need to take some extension cords. You could also ask Princess. They will give you, ask your steward, and they will be glad to get you an extension cord. But I just wanted to let you know about that. That's a very important thing. You will probably need an outlet extender, if you will, and some way to charge all your electronics. And that is one thing about a cruise ship stateroom, that they just don't have a lot of outlets. So be aware, and be aware that you are not allowed to take surge protectors. Anything with a switch on it is probably a surge protector. So don't take that. Okay, so I wanted to touch on that first. I'll give you links to both of these if I can find them in the description. I will give you links to everything that I show you in the description if I can find it. If you don't see a link for it in the description, you'll know I couldn't find it, and you can search Google yourself or Amazon, you know. All right, second thing I wanted to talk to you about were our luggage tag holders. A lot of people are always asking, oh, how do you get your luggage tags to hold on to your suitcase? Chris and I used to just put packing tape on them and staple them on when we got to our destination. Honestly, that's all we used to do. But since I've been in these cruising groups, I found these lovelies to be very helpful. These fit Princess luggage tags. They do say on Amazon what cruise lines they fit. So be careful if you are cruising with Norwegian or Holland America or Royal Caribbean or Celebrity or somebody else. Be sure that if you purchase these, that they will fit your particular cruise line's luggage tags. But these are not expensive, and they have a nice little ring on them, and they're very sturdy. They're very, very, very sturdy. So, and they come in like a pack of 8 or 9, something like that. So I get these. And I've reused these. This will be the 3rd time I think I've used these. Never have lost one. Never had one fall off. Good little tip here. So we got those. All right. So I think that's all. Oh, I wanted to talk about my folders. I usually take a folder in my carry-on to hold all of my pertinent information and so on and so forth, and what I need to check into the hotels and whatnot. I like everything in paper form, my travel insurance, that kind of thing. But I also take a couple of more of these folders in my checked baggage for me to use in the stateroom. As you know, I'm a blogger. For those of you who might not know, I do have a blog, countrycraft.me. And I blog about my cruising and my crafts and my decorating and my dogs and my weight loss struggles and so on and so on and so on. But I am a collector of information. Every day on a Princess cruise, you get what's called the Princess Patter. And I do believe other cruise lines have a similar type of daily newspaper, if you will. You also get port guides and port information, and you get maps, and you get plethora of information. And I use one folder per day of the cruise. This is an 8-pocket folder. So these are very well made, not expensive at all. You get a set of 3. You can't choose your colors though. That's the only thing. You might get red or blue or purple or green, I think, are the 4 colors that they come in, and I have an array of colors. So I've gotten past the point of worrying about what color folder I get. So these are from Oxford, and I got them off of Amazon, and I will give you a link in the description. Invaluable tool for me, and for any of you who might collect information as you go for keepsakes or scrapbooking, you know, perfect little tool for you. Okay, now we're going to kind of get into the things that are kind of personal to me and my quirkiness, and I am a little quirky when it comes to this stuff. First off, I had a girlfriend who told me about Poop-Pourri. I might try that. I haven't ever tried it, but I do take along this. It's concentrated room spray from Yankee Candle. This is my favorite scent, Sun and Sand. No matter what time of year it is, I love this. But if you spray this in the bathrooms in the staterooms don't have, exhaust fans so much. So it's nice to freshen up the place. Also, it's nice just to walk it through your cabin and freshen it up a little bit, you know. Nice to have, smells good. Take that every time. Concentrated room spray. In the same vein, I forgot about this. I wanted to tell you about, on most cruise ships, you're going to get a cruise card. And I don't have one here, I don't believe, to show you. It's like this, it's the size of a credit card. No, I don't have one in here. It's the size of a credit card, and it is used, at least on Princess ships, it's used for every purchase you make on board. You use it at the shops, you use it to get drinks, you use it to get on and off the ship. I keep it with me at all times. I do not have pockets in my pants, and I used to put it down my bra and decided I wasn't going to do that anymore. I didn't think that was very nice of me to do, wasn't very ladylike. So I got myself a lanyard. And the lanyard that I got is from, I have a couple here, is from Amazon. And I'm a little girly girl, I will say. And so I got one that has interchangeable little jewels. See that? You can take the little jewels out of it, and it's like a magnet in there, and all of these little different colors came with it. And so I coordinate my lanyard with whatever I'm wearing that day. Then I had a dear friend that I actually get to cruise with again in October, next October. Her name is Pat. I cruise with her and her sister Barbara a lot. She gave me this Guardian bell, which I adore. And I promised her when she gave it to me, I'm gonna cry. I promised her when she gave it to me that I would wear it on every cruise after she gave it to me, and I have. So I always have my Guardian bell on my lanyard. People, my little stateroom steward last year, I heard you coming, Miss Arlene, I heard you coming. He knew when I was coming with my bell. But I also, on Princess ships, they are in the process of transferring over to the medallion. I am not going to get into a conversation about the medallion. You need to Google it if you want to know anything else about it, you guys. Please don't ask me. I'm not that up on it. There are plenty of videos to be had on the internet through princess.com. You can look there. Don't ask me because I'm not in the know. I've not been on a medallion cruise yet. I will be next October, but I have not been yet. Regardless, you used to be able to punch a hole in your card and put it on your lanyard that way. But once you become a medallion ship, or once you cruise on a medallion ship, they won't punch your card anymore because of the inner workings of the card or something. I'm not sure what all that's about. So I take these card holders. Again, I'll give you a link in the description. Your cruise card, like I said, is the size of a credit card. It fits right in there, slides in and out very easily. You wouldn't think it would, but it doesn't hold it so tight that it's, you know, you're struggling with it. It slides in and out very easily for you to get out and hand to anybody or open your door or whatever you need. So I really like these, and I like my lanyards. So that is a must-have for me, for sure. I take myself my own soap. This is the soap I use, Dove. Go Fresh. It smells so good. I take my own soap. I don't like the cruise ship soap. They will give you soap. They have the little bars of soap that they would give you. I don't use their soap. I like my own soap, so I take my soap. I take a little glasses holder. Now, I know that is silly. I don't have a, yes, I do, where's my glasses? And I put it beside our bed. This is not a necessity. Might seem like a silly little thing, but this is what I use at home all the time. I know where my glasses are all the time. I put them there when I'm done with them. I put them there when I'm done doing my crossword puzzles at night or whatever. I know where they are, and I put them in there. So I take, this is so lightweight, it doesn't take up any room, but it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I have a little bit of home when I put that on my little bedside table. Quirky, I'm telling you, I'm a little quirky. Then, did you know that the stateroom walls are metal? They're metal, but they have a little covering over them. And this is right here is one of the reasons that I'm doing a little bit of an updated version of this, because I want you guys to know that you kind of need to have pretty decent heavy duty magnets. And I'm getting ready, I'm putting this together. These will hold 25 pounds. These are like 25-pound weight magnets, and I have different sizes. I put up a map of Glacier Bay, for instance, in my stateroom. I hang up, I can't get these apart. I hang up hats. You could hang a coat on one if you want, although there's plenty of closet space. But if you wanted to hang up a coat, you could. I hang my lanyard on one. I put our Princess Patter on it. I put, like I said, excursion information. If there's an upcoming bingo, I never play bingo, but you know, if there's a seminar I want to see, I put that up there. You know, you get all kinds of information about different talks, about different events going on. I take probably around 6 to 8 magnets to hold up my maps and my hats and so on. But make sure that they're kind of a heavy duty magnet. I'll give you a link if I can find one in the description. And I take them with hooks on them so that I can hang my hat. You know, put something on the wall and put that on the wall, but then have a place to hang my hat or lanyard or whatever. So magnets. Heavy duty magnets though. That's important. Sometimes I'll take this. I don't take prescription medication. I take a vitamin. I take a vitamin C when I'm on the cruise ship. And that's about all I take. That's about all. So anyway, I take one of these. This is just, you know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, little pill case. I've seen a lot of people, my girlfriends, use these for their earrings. They take their earrings in this. So that's another good idea. These are nice little things to have. I have a whole grab bag here. Let's see what's in here. I haven't looked in this since my last cruise, so I don't know. Okay, this is a bag of extra, like, this is ideal for airport carry-on. So you could use that for your airport carry-on. I don't know, I think I got this at Target or Walmart. But it gives me some little extra containers to put my hair gel in if I want to wash my hair the morning of disembarkation. For those of you who take Princess transfers from the ship to the airport, you will have to set your luggage, your checked luggage, whatever luggage you want checked, out into the hallway the night before you leave. So be sure to take a bag with you or a carry-on of some sort or something. Make sure that whatever you have on, morning toiletries, whatever you have left in your room, you're going to be able to pick up and carry with you the next morning. All your check luggage will need to be out of your room the night before. I'll never forget my first cruise. I freaked out. I didn't have my makeup. I was a mess. I couldn't do anything because I had packed everything, you know? I should say I didn't come with the idea that I would need some morning cosmetics and some morning, you know. I care about what I look like, even if I'm just sitting on a plane and flying home. I still care. And I still want to put on a little makeup. I still want to do my hair. You know, I still want to dress nice. So that's why I have this type of thing. I take disposable shower caps. Yes, I do. And I take just one usually. I might take two if we're staying in a hotel and then going to the cruise ship, I'll take two. And I take one of these little hooks. And hang on, let me show you how this works. You can take this apart and then just put it around the towel rack in the shower. And then clip your little shower cap to it, and that way your steward doesn't have to, you know, handle your yucky old wet shower cap. But that's just a little something. These clips can also, they're not super strong, but they'd be strong enough to like hold a bra or something like that. There is a clothesline that goes across the shower in all of the Princess staterooms that you can pull across and hook on the other side and hang this on and hang bras or panties or whatever if you need to wash something out, a scarf, you know, something. So I take a couple of these little hooks and I take disposable shower caps. Again, I'm kind of quirky. These are the things that I've missed though when I've cruised and I haven't had them. You can put this in my carry-on. I usually take one of these in my carry-on with me, just, you know, for a little bit of freshen up. On the way there. I will sometimes take some liquid detergent like this to use for washing out a stain in a shirt before it's washed, or pre-wash it, to, you know, wash anything you might want to in the sink, whatever, to wash you know, whatever. I don't take this whole thing. I take one of those little containers of it just to make sure that it's tight. I also put it in a Ziploc bag. I do not pack it by itself, no matter what I put it in. Even if it was in here, I wouldn't pack it by itself because I'd be too afraid it would open up. But I do put it in another container, and then I put that container in a Ziploc bag, and I do take it. It's nice to have, just to, you know, have with you. Let's see. Oh, and one of the ladies in one of the cruising groups suggested this. This is a dental first aid kit. You know, it is a thought for y'all. I just got this off of Amazon. So might be something to think about. I usually take a little first aid kit, you know, with Band-Aids and Neosporin and a little bit of antiseptic wipe, you know, just a little grab bag of, you can always go to the doctor and get a Band-Aid on board, but why, if you have it with you? I don't even take this anymore. I have a little bag, I'll come across it, I'll show it to you, that I use. you know, nowadays. I don't even take these. These are usually in my cars. I don't know how they got in here. Whatever. I take a package of these in my carry-on, and I take a package of these into my stateroom with me. And when Chris and I get into our stateroom, we take a couple apiece and we just wipe down our stateroom. Now, all this said, let me preface this by saying, you know, norovirus can run through these ships sometimes. I don't hear about it much on Princess ships, but it can run through. These are not going to help you with norovirus. The only thing that helps you with norovirus is washing your hands with soapy water, y'all. And I sing happy birthday to you twice through. When I'm standing there washing my hands, I really do it. I swear to goodness, I do. That is the only thing that is going to stave off norovirus. Keeping your hands clean. Keep your hands away from your face, away from your nose, your mouth. Don't touch your face after you've been, you know, out in public areas. Another hint that I give is go back to your stateroom and go to the bathroom. Use that bathroom whenever possible. Try to avoid the public bathrooms. You know, let's face it, ladies. You know, the men, you might not have so many problems. But ladies, you know, you never know what's been going on. So, but regardless, we do take some Lysol wipe or Clorox to go wipes. Kills cold and flu viruses. And we take it over the light switches, the remote, the balcony railings, if you have a balcony, the toilet handle. You know, we just as a precaution. It cannot hurt anything. Sewing kit, take a little sewing kit. Here's your cruise card. Hang on. Like a credit card. For Alaska, I take fingerless gloves because it gets cold in Alaska all through the cruising season. Not even kidding. And I like to take pictures and I like to have my fingers free. So I take fingerless gloves so that I can take my pictures. I've got 2 pairs of them here. Those, and I've got these. Amazon. Again, you guys, nothing special. Cheap. My dear friend, remember I told you about Pat and her sister. Her sister's name is Barbara. And they gave me this lovely little crossbody purse that I put my phone in and use on the ship because you can communicate with each other with Princess at Sea. You can't download it, or it's not really even an app to download, but when you get on a Princess ship, you can open up it's free. It's a free service. It's not the internet. It's just an onboard way that you can access your Princess Patter and communicate with your fellow passengers if you want to. And we are always communicating back and forth. Oh, you want to meet for dinner? Or hey, you want to go do this? Or hey, we're going to be here this time, blah, 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 you know. So we always are talking back and forth, and that's so I keep my phone on me on the ship. And I also like to take pictures, and I take a lot of pictures with my phone. So I carry this, you know, to dinner, to, you know, wherever. And it's special to me because they gave it to me. So I use this little bag. I think they had somebody make it. I don't think they bought it. I think this is homemade. So I take a clock. Again, I'm quirky. But I cannot stand to wake up in the middle of the night and look over and not be able to see what time it is. This takes 2 or 3 AA batteries, and it has a backlight to it. And you can, you know, wake up, it has a little, I had to buy a new one because I thought I had forgotten it, and then we found it. So I've actually got 2 of these now. This is the new one. They're not expensive, but it has like a little, there we go. Just sits right there on your bedside table and lights up, and so you know what time it is all the time. I like that in the middle of the night. I like to know what time it is. Again, I'm quirky. Oh, I take a pop-up laundry basket. I'm not going to open this up, but it's kind of big because you can do laundry on the ships, and I am not the type of person who likes to have dirty laundry in heaps laying around on the floor here and there and everywhere. Even if they have open closets in the stateroom and you can't close the doors, and I don't like to be able to see the clothes laying all over the place. So I take a pop-up laundry basket and I put a couple of little downy sheets down in it, and to make it help it smell good. Plus, that's another thing. They do have laundry on the ships. I do laundry. You use your cruise card and you swipe it and you get coins. When it was $3 to wash and dry and $1.25, I think, for products, but I take, or for, you know, for detergents and white and dryer sheets. I take my own though. I just take a box of Downy because I also put Downy in the drawers and it makes your stateroom smell really good, you know? Or when you open a drawer, you can smell the Downy. I like that. I like fresh smells. So I do take a little box of Downy and I take Tide Pods. I take Tide Pods. Somebody told me they have a 4-in-1 pod now. I haven't seen that, but somebody told me that. So I might look for that, but I'm still gonna take dryer sheets because I like the way they smell. So just to tell you that, oh, I take some hand soap to put at the sink in the bathroom. As I said, they do give you soap, but they don't give you a soap dish and it gets all over the place and I don't like the smell and I like this better. So this is just something I found on Amazon. Little hand soap. And, oh, I think this is, this is my little bag. There we go. That's what I packed up the last time. Neosporin and Band-Aids and whatnots. So that's what I use. For those going to Alaska, I want to talk to you about this and this. There's more. I always take a Tide to Go stick because you never know. Usually goes in my carry-on. And I take Downy Wrinkle Release. Now, I will tell you once we get to my packing tips and tricks, you're going to see that how I pack my clothes, they don't really get very wrinkled, but of course, you know, there's always wrinkles. You can't help it. So I take some Downy Wrinkle Release and this stuff does work. So I take a little bottle of that. Chris and I have never been seasick a day in our life, and we've been in some rough seas. Let me tell you something, we've been in some rough seas. But if you think you might, and I still do as a precaution, I take Bonine with me. I've never taken it. I can't tell you much about it other than people have said that it works. A little better than Dramamine. What doesn't make you tired? Apparently Dramamine makes you sleepy. I usually do take a little box of each though, just in case. They do sell this on board, but you might have to give up an appendage. I'm just kidding. It's not that expensive, but I just take, you know, a little box of Bonine and a little box of Dramamine with me just to help with motion sickness. I would highly suggest that if you are prone to motion sickness, that you go ahead to your doctor. They give you a patch, you know, from behind your ear, I think. You can always go to the ship's doctor, but again, I'm not sure how much that costs, and I'm not sure what insurance covers what or whatever, so don't ask me about that. I don't know. I am not in the know. I do always take an umbrella with me for excursions. That, I think, is about it, you guys, finally. Is that everything I want to talk to you about? Oh, for those of you going to Alaska, I always take this little thing of bug spray because I don't care what anybody tells you. If they've been to Alaska and never seen a mosquito, good for them. But the Alaskans have dubbed, in jest, the mosquito as their state bird because they are nasty little boogers. Let me tell you, if you are going to be taking an excursion inland on an Alaska cruise, be sure to have some bug spray with you to stave off those mosquitoes. Unless you're going to Crochel's Wildlife Refuge, they will give you some when you get off of the bus on that excursion. They'll have you put your hand out, and they have a local lady who makes the sweetest smelling, lovely bug repellent, and they give it to you. And don't put this on before you go because they don't want you touching their animals with this on your hands. So just be aware of that. Okay, that's it for my must-haves, you guys, pretty much. I think that covers everything. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I do want to go over one more thing here with you guys for those of you who might cruise Alaska. Oh, wait, there's one more thing. Forgot. For those of you who, well, everybody will have a shower in their stateroom. And that shower curtain can stick to you. It takes on a life of its own, I'm telling you, you guys. Well, this is a trick my friend Pam actually came up with. take some bull clips like this and clip them to the bottom of your shower curtain, and it keeps it straight and away from your legs and body, and it's not trying to hug you the whole time you're in the shower. So just a few bull clips. Nice little tip there, and it really worked. So also, when you are taking a princess cruise to Alaska, you guys, I highly recommend this book. I always show this in our group, and one lady said that the one I showed was a 2012 copyright. No, it's not. This is a 2016 copyright. They update it every now and again. This comes with a map, and the map maps out all of the routes that Princess takes. Your north and southbound voyage of the Glaciers cruises, your round trip Seattle cruises, your round trip San Francisco cruises. It gives you waypoints. It gives you page numbers to refer to. You can follow along with your Princess Patter. Every day will show you waypoints and page numbers and stuff in your book. You really can't find this anywhere online. Those of you who are cruising with Princess to Alaska, you can go into your cruise personalizer and then go under, you sign into your account and then go under onboard reservations and then click on in our shops. And most people have been finding them if they scroll all the way to the bottom of the list. This book, you can order it, pre-order it, and they will have a voucher in your room and you can go pick it up at Calypso Cove is usually where they have these on. That's the onboard shop that they have these at, and it's Calypso Cove on most ships, on mostly all ships. I refer to this a lot, and I take it with me every time. And it's a heavy little book. It's probably a pound and a half, but I don't care. It's an invaluable source. It has lovely pictures and stories. And you know, if you have some downtime, and you will have downtime, you can read through it. I looked up, we saw some what were they, white-sided dolphins one day, and I actually found them in here. They give you, you know, like some of the wildlife you might see, humpback whales, orcas. I think they were white-sided Pacific dolphins we saw, and I looked them up in here and found them. Was able a minke whale, we saw a minke whale one time. They have a little dorsal fin compared to a humpback. You know, I was able to, you know, figure out what that was. This is an invaluable source, I think. I'm a geek, though. I will say that. I'm a geeky person. But this is the map that I hang up in our stateroom. Also on Glacier Bay Day, you'll get a map. You can see there that it gives you what you know, the wildlife you might see. You might see whales, humpbacks there, bears there, you know, eagles and puffins, and you know, it's an invaluable source, I'm telling you guys. Again, I make no money for suggesting any of this stuff to you. I'm just trying to give you tools that may help to enhance, especially your Alaska cruise. I just love this book. I think it's a great book. Again, this is a copyright 2016. I don't know what the copyrights will be this year in their books. I don't know how they work that, but awesome book that I'm not worried if it's a 2016. It's got all the information that I could ever want in it. Alrighty, you guys, that's it. And I think that is it for my must-haves. Oh, goodness. I know that's a lot, and I know I like to take a lot of things, but you know, I like to be comfortable and I can pack it up efficiently and it doesn't weigh a lot. The stuff that I'm talking about doesn't weigh a lot, so I'm good. But anyway, that's it for this one. Again, thank y'all for stopping in here. I so appreciate you stopping in to spend some time with me and for visiting with me. I wanted to tell you that I do some final words over there on my Country Craft Corner YouTube page. If you're interested in any kind of decorating or crafting, if you want to know how to make a bow or a centerpiece like I have back there, or to do a vignette in your house, come on over there and check me out on Arlen's Country Craft Corner. I'll give you a link in the description below for that. But for now, I'm just going to say my final words that I've started saying on my Country Craft Corner site a long time ago. I felt like they were given to me, and I'm going to say them after every video now, at the end of every video now. So let me just say that I hope that all is well with everyone. And for those of you who may be struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love you all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around. And I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.